Hey guys, Peter here to do an album review. Today I'm here to tell you all about the latest album from 1349, The Infernal Pathway, out October 18th on Season of Mist. This album has 11 tracks, 44 minutes in length, and this is the band's 7th full-length record. This album is filled with chaos, darkness, horror, pain, suffering, death. Having said that, you find yourself willingly taking steps forward towards each and every song on the record. The album is that magnetizing. It really captivates your attention, brings you in, and then once you're in, you just can't find your way out of it. That is the overall feel that you're going to get from this album. Now, how do you get to that feel? To me, there are a few different factors at play that really allow the record to have that sort of vibe, that sort of mood. First one being the sound, and I really felt that this was definitely an old school black metal record with tons of intensity and aggression. That is present on every single track of this album. You're also going to get a little bit of sprinkles of melody, and that to me plays a factor, not a main factor, but it plays a factor because it has this feeling of embracing, of a really dark blanket that just embraces you. And once you're in that embrace, it's really hard for you to let go. The last factor, in my opinion, is perhaps the most important one, and that's the overall structure of the album. This album to me is created as a book. So as a book has chapters, this album has chapters. In my opinion, 4 chapters. The first chapter is the least obvious one, and it's the first one that starts off with the opening track that has a built-in intro. So that intro to me works very similar to the way the other chapter intros or chapter scenes or bridge tracks that are created throughout the rest of the record. So if you look at that first song as the introduction, as the first chapter, then you have to look at Tunnel Set of 8, Tunnel Set of 9, and Tunnel Set of 10 as those bridge tracks that work as opening chapters or opening scenes. So that allows the record to have this overall magnetizing feel, but it allows the record to really flow extremely well from track to track, and more importantly, from chapter to chapter. This to me is one, not the only, but like I said, to me the sound also plays a huge role, but this to me is one of those really key aspects of the record, a really fundamental principle of this record, and one that really allows this album to have this magnetizing feel. Just like a book, when you start reading it and you get into it, it's nearly impossible for you to put it down once you get to an end of a chapter. You just got to read what's coming next because you want to continue in the story. You're engaged. You bought into that story. This album has that same feel. Once you start listening to the first chapter, you feel engaged. You feel like you bought into the idea. So once the second chapter, third, and fourth come along, you just cannot put it down. You just need to go all the way through. You cannot wait to reach the end so that you can get a sense of finality. That's how this album overall works. It is a very powerful record. It's raw. And it's raw not only from a vocal perspective, but it's raw also from an intensity perspective, from the music surrounded. So the vocals do a very good job in matching the same intensity that you're going to get out of the music on this record. The album really plays, like I said, as a book, with each song being a very dark page of a very dark book. As far as favorite songs are concerned, I picked 3 songs that the moment I listened to this album, they immediately spoke to me. And the first one is Through Eyes of Stone. Great opening to this song. It builds up from a killer riff until the absolutely onslaught of heavy drums merge with these dark vocals and killer guitar riff to become all as one. The chorus keeps a little bit of the aggression that is present throughout the verses, but it also blends in a little bit of melody, and that melody is coming from the guitar. The way the guitar riff sounds on the chorus is a lot more melodic, not as raw, not as heavy as it does in the verses. The song has this impetuousness to it, has this aggression, and it really blends it well from the verses to the chorus. Even though in the chorus you seem to have a little bit of a drop when that melody comes in, you'd never feel like the aggression is taken out of the song at any point in time. The solo on this track is really short but to the point. I like the fact that the solo is short because when you have a song that is this aggressive, that really blends verses and chorus and never really it never pulls back from that aggression. You need a solo that matches that same intensity. You need a solo that matches that same aggression, and that solo did that. It's short, is robust, is to the point. One of the standout songs on this album. Another track that I really enjoyed was Deeper Still, a song that has the perfect way of blending aggression from the drums with fast and raw guitar riffs that really together push this song forward. The vocals add darkness and have a more methodic approach. You almost feel like the vocals are one step behind the music. Everything else is like on a faster rotations than the vocals. Having said that, the counterbalance between the two really happens in a way that unifies them, and it really enhances the forward momentum that the track has. The track really has a way of drifting from one to the other, and it has a darker path. And once you go from one side to the other, once you allow the vocals to come in with that more somber feel, it really allows the song to have a different sort of momentum, but like I said, never really losing its intensity. There is a little bit of a somber, really somber, dark guitar bridge that leads the song towards the end. I really like that. I like that change of feel, because up until that point, the guitars were really, with the drums, were really the driving forces of the song, with the vocals more on the backdrop. When you get to that really somber guitar riff, the guitars almost start to match the same feel like that you were getting from the vocals up until that point. Then you get into the closing of the track that brings back the same intensity and aggression that was present at the beginning. So here's a song that goes through a lot of peaks and valleys, goes through a really deep valley, and then when it comes back up the same way that it started off, so it goes absolutely full circle. Last but not least, striding the chasm. This song is absolutely incredible. A song that captivated me by the riff and how simple and hooky the chorus was. Perhaps the riff played 50% and the chorus played the other 50 on why this song absolutely captivated my attention. It has really a perfect blend of melody and lyrics, specifically in the chorus. A song that dips in intensity, it really loses a little bit of the steam in the chorus, but that it's fine. It almost feels like there's a pause, which this pause in the chorus really adds to how captivating the chorus is. The simplicity of the lyrics in the chorus, the delivery, the melody and the vocal delivery of the chorus is really one of the key factors that attracted me to this song immediately. Proving that you don't have to create something really complex in order to be captivating. That chorus is really the almost the heartbeat of the song, with a lot of different things moving around it, but really that chorus is what really holds this song together. A song that has a great tempo, has great aggression, simple chorus, but a chorus that will definitely be stuck in your mind for a very long period of time. This is an awesome track. It is a track that has that sense of a heartbeat, with a chorus coming in and out as that heart is pumping blood through the rest of the body. I absolutely love this song. Alright guys, this is it. This is 1349 with their latest album, The Infernal Pathway. Absolutely magnetizing record. That's perhaps the best way to describe it. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys have to say about 1349? What do you think about their album? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be reading those as always and getting back to you. Take care, guys.